off at the pass. I reckon he's headed towards Santa Maria.
Pedro, ven acá. Adivina el sheriff. Anda, toca la campana. Avisa, por favor.
I've heard of Slippery Elm, but I never knew they rode a horse. You men cover the ranch. Ranch, come with me.
Good evening, Talbot.
Good evening, Mckim.
What's the trouble, Sheriff? You know, we're not in the habit of receiving this sort of a stampede into the peace and quiet of Santa Maria.
No, and you ain't in the habit of receiving an outlaw, are you?
An outlaw? That calls for an explanation.
Aquí está el patrón. ¿Cuál es este, señor Talbot? An outlaw in Santa Maria.
Asking your pardon, Don Pablo and Miss Carmelita, for this intrusion, but we just heard of an outlaw this way. We have reason to believe he's a member of the Diablo Negros gang.
No me diga. Is it possible?
With all respect to you, Sheriff, any bandit knows that it's safer to face the law than it is us here in Santa Maria.
Well, I ain't arguing that, Mckim. I just know there's only one road leading into Santa Maria, and that's the same road out. So I'm sorry we're searching the place.
Sí, está muy bien. Domé, how do vaqueros help us, señor
Si, senor. But I'm thinking by now, this bandit is riding clear.
What do you mean, Mckim?
That yonder back of the meat house, there's a hidden trail that drops into the ravine and leads to the open.
You're kind of late with your information, ain't you, Mckim?
It was yours for the asking, Talbot. You haven't given me a chance.
Well, I guess I'm taking that trail pronto.
Rawhide. Oblige the sheriff.
Gracias, Don Pablo. Hasta la vista.
Buenas noches, amigo. Adiós.
Adiós.
I'm sorry, Don Pablo, for this disturbance. And I'm more than sorry, Miss Carmelita, that your supper was so interrupted by the manhunters.
Gracias, but the supper is finished.
But not the coffee, Carmelita.
Oh, vamos, Papa. But Carmelita is cold. I have no soul.
Sí, carito, usted está atendiendo al Domé.
Pardon me, but I have some work that I must attend to. May I join you later?
We'll be waiting for you.
Gracias, Don Pablo.
¿Por qué haces cosa parecida? Un buen café, ¿verdad?
Sí, está muy bueno.
¿Te gusta, no?
Bueno.
Aquí está su chal, señorita.
No, gracias.
But just now with the Mac, you say you're cold.
Sí, pero just now with you, Papa, I am warm.
Vamos a tocar la cabaña.
Ándale.
Don't you think you are a little unkind to the man? You must understand that we owe him very much, Carmelita.
Ay, Padre mío, Don Max. I hear nothing but Don Max. From the time the sun come up until she go down, it is Don Max.
You forget, me, that in my hands we were about to lose our Santa Maria. The buildings, they have crumbled. The cattle, they were all gone. We are nothing but dead. Then comes the mess. The buildings, they are repaired. The cattle, they're back in the range. In the debt, they're being paid. Is it not true, Carmelita?
Sí, Padre mío. It is true.
You know, he has meant much to our happiness. And our happiness would be complete if you too were kind to him.
Are you inside, Padre mío? It will make you happy.
I don't know who you are or where you came from. But I do know this is mighty fine coffee. I'm also thinking it was mighty slick the way you shed your saddle and ended the trail right under the sheriff's nose.
If this is a trap, stranger, you lose.
If you'll do a little figuring, you'll put up them shooting irons and come have some of this coffee. It's much more sociable like.
Appears to me you must have got an eyeful.
Yep. There ain't nothing happens on this ranch I don't see.
I ain't in the habit of receiving this sort of reception, stranger. What's the game?
You're just a yearling. I understand.
Pretty good coffee.
What's the name you're using?
Smith. Jim Smith.
Easy name to remember.
Thanks. Guess I'll be drifting.
Wait a minute. Ain't you sort of taking unnecessary chances?
Unnecessary chances. That reminds me of the night I doubled back on a posse, joined up with them, and then helped hunt myself for 3 hours. And filed a charter back off the sheriff.
That's right clever, kid. How would you like to double back and be a real good cowhand for a change? Of course, you'd have to stay under cover for a bit. And I'd get you a new outfit. Then I'll bring you in on the buckboard. And the Don will think you come here proper like. Well, what do you say?
They've been dogging me for quite a spell, partner. So I reckon I'm your new cowhand. Come along, Great. In walks her husband. And I'm a loco sheriff, he ain't the sheriff.
Oh, boy, how'd you get out of that one?
Well, I haven't met a man yet who can beat me to the draw. So I reckon you feel downright sorry for that deputy.
Yeah? Yeah, I sure do.
Whoa! The great Diablo, eh? $5,000 reward. They don't say much about him or what he looks like, do they?
Nope, they don't. But they do say plenty about that Oklahoma cyclone. Cyclone meaning coming in sudden like, bringing a lot of wind. Light brown hair, blue eyes, stocky built, age 24. Light brown hair, blue eyes, stocky built. Sort of tallies with you, Smith. What's your real name?
With a period.
There's few men enjoy this privilege.
Well, I'm feeling like a blushing female. Me doing all the shouting and riding with the king of the outlaws. I'm sure completing my education proper. You being the boss of Santa Maria, enjoying the cover of paradise and fooling the sheriff, too. Pretty foxy, I calls it.
Speaking of paradise, the most important part of the rancho is the Don Boat, Carmelita. And I want you to understand that Carmelita is my particular business. Let's get going.
Here.
Out to underneath the open sky, and when the world goes drifting by, I'm happy as can be. Here's my philosophy. When cares pursue me, I'll never do me. I keep on singing.
It ain't none of my business, but it sort of appears to me the boss is making a mistake. Not singing roll note here with us.
Yeah, and for 3 long days, you've had to listen to the banks he's stuck up, the sheriffs he's punctured, and the handsome women he's rustled. Oh, don't let his blowing get you down, Rawhide. He's just a young'un. And I kind of like him. You like him? Yeah. Well, I hate things. And ain't nothing I like better than hate. I never knowed I could hate a rattler as bad as I hate that swaggering, loud-talking, four-flusher.
That's my sentiments, too, Rawhide.
How about a little drum, Slim?
I'll spend the hours.
Carmelita, you're very quiet this evening.
It is because I wish to listen to the singing guitar. That's going to be great. Pardon me.
Oh, I didn't hear it before.
I'm glad the music makes you so happy, Carmelita.
This is 3 nights I have listened to him. Please, Don Ma. Who is this new man?
Oh, he's just one of the men I got here for the roundup.
I think he sings most beautiful. Padrecito, let us have him come and entertain us. No?
Muy bien, ¿por qué no? Emilio, hey, man, where is this cowboy?
Why, he's down at the bunk with the other men.
Patrón, ve y dile a este cantante que venga. Muy bien.
Pronto, Emilia.
I'll stay away from the throne. Let it rain or shine, the world is mine as I'm rolling along.
Well, how'd you like it, boys? That was pretty good, son.
I've heard words, but I've got a mighty poor memory.
Señor, Don Pablo, he wished that you come and sing for the señorita Carmelita.
Thanks, Don, and add that I'll be there pronto.
Sí, señor.
You see, boys, no matter how much I try to be otherwise, I'm just irresistible. I'll see you sheep herders later.
What is that word he said, Slim?
You're irresistible.
Well, whatever it is, you do it just once too often. The boss will fill him so full of holes there won't be no wind left.
It was very beautiful.
Senor Smee, this is my daughter, Carmelita.
I'm glad to make your acquaintance.
I am pleased to meet you, Senor Smith. You speak Spanish, no?
Si, senorita. I lived in Mexico for a week, and I met a bunch of senoritas down there who taught me plenty Spanish. Oh, that reminds me.
Of one of your cowhand songs. Eh, Smith?
No. That reminds me of a song one of them taught me.
Will you please sing it for me, senor?
Si, senorita. But the last time I sang this song, I was such a big success that I couldn't reach the border fast enough. And when I got to the borders...
Smith, we're waiting for that song.
The song of the rain, with the lovers of one I left behind me, with love that won't change. She will wait till back in her arms she'll find me, the blooms on the face, and the moonlight is bright above. Longing for her back at home.
Apágalo, señor Smith.
Deja que termine el señor.
Siento, pero es una cosa muy importante. Tomás, this is not the way I have figured. There must be a mistake somewhere.
Don't see how there can be. However, let's talk it over later.
But this man, he is waiting, and I think we'd better go inside and talk with him.
Very well, if you think so.
You will excuse me. We'll be
No
back
se
soon.
tarde. Will you please sit down and finish your song, Senor Smith?
With pleasure.
The song of the rain, with the lovers of one I left behind me, with love that won't change. She will wait till back in her arms she'll find me, the blue on the face, and the moonlight is bright.
or why they chase you out of Mexico when you sing so beautiful. I think they keep you there with the senoritas.
But then I wouldn't have met you, Miss Carmelita.
Oh, you don't tell me this. I think I know the vaquero. He rides to your window, and with his guitar, he sings. He makes you laugh. Then he says, adios, mañana, and makes you cry. No? Yes, Mr. Smith.
Maybe you're right. You know, I don't stay in one place very long.
Don Maggie says you come to Santa Maria just for the roundup.
That's right, Miss Carmelita. Then I guess it will be adios, mañana.
That reminds me. Now I teach you song, Mr. Smith.
Jimmy is my first name.
Yes, Mr. Smith. Maybe you sing me too. No, Jimmy.
I found Carmelita's handkerchief in Smith's shirt pocket. He's been meeting her down by the stream. I know, 'cause I've seen him there. They probably had a lot of other music that I ain't seen. It's time for a showdown, boss. We ain't hide no hidden aces around here. Ain't according to our code.
What do you mean?
Remember when you wanted to get rid of that Wilkins feller? Remember how I picked a fight with him on the range? And we left him for the coyotes? Well, we're working the range tomorrow. That's what I'm meaning.
Tomorrow. Here comes Smith now.
I never see such an ornery critter as that local cow and her bawling calf. Like them never found him.
You know, life is just one ornery cow or woman after another. There's no peace for a poor cowhand no more, Slim.
Yeah? I know something ornerier than that. And I don't have to mention no name.
What Rawhide means, Slim, is that ornery cow's husband.
You mean the bull, don't you, Sonny?
Say, you rootin' tootin' windbag from Oklahoma, stop making that whining noise. Hear what I said? Stop blowing that music box or I'll blow you out from under your hat.
know, fellas, Smith's sombrero don't even to fit him no more, since he's Carmelita's special lover. But she ain't the particular. You're as yellow as Carmelita's skirt. Seeing you're paralyzed, Rawhide, I'm tossing this harp in the air, and when it hits the ground, we're shooting from the leather. If I wasn't feeling so sentimental like, I'd be seeing daylight through you now. You've been doing a lot of talking since I joined this outfit, and you think you're plenty salty. Well, I'm gonna break you and brand you. Come on.
Get time, Rawhide, get time! Come on, jump on him, Rawhide.
Boss, I'm thinking this was a frame-up, and that you had something to do with it, or else you wouldn't have let that skunk insult the name of Carmelita. It's a kid, Mckim, and Carmelita's plenty good-looking, but if it'll end this arguing, I don't see her from now on.
Kid, I'm gonna take your word for it.
That reminds me of a little song that's right fitting. And seeing you hombres don't like my singing, I'll see you later.
Oh, it's out in Arizona where the bad men are. Well, there's nothing there to guide us our evening star. Well, the rock right time cowboy.
Well, I'm a son of a sheep herder if I ain't believing that boy's fairy tales from now on.
That's right. Pretty picture you made slide down that hill, Rawhide.
My friends here. Come with me, dear.
Thank you.
Many, many happy returns of the day, Carmelita. Muchas gracias.
Carmelita. Carmelita.
Espera un momentito, papá, por favor.
He's busy with a guest.
Mckim, where's Mr. Smee?
Can't say as I know that, Miss Carmelita.
Why he not come to my party?
I can't say as I know that either.
It is very funny. I don't understand. Gracias, Mckim. Sí, papacito. Rita.
Querida, we've been talking, Domecq and I. And Domecq has something he wished to tell you.
Yes, Carmelita. I've waited all evening to tell you.
I know. I remember. I have promised a dance to you. Maybe so. Please come, Don Mark.
That was wonderful, Carmelita.
Perdone, señor. Señorita, tengo que hablarle.
Pardon me, Don Mark. I must go.
You won't be long?
No, not very long.
Seem to be enjoying yourself,
Oh,
Shorty.
that Jones woman weighs 400. If she weighs a pound.
You don't know how to picture dancing, partner.
Is that so?
Say, where's Smith? The boss gave him orders not to come. Afraid some of these town folks might recognize him.
In that case, Rawhide, you won't have any trouble enjoying yourself, will you?
Señorita, el señor Smee me dio esto para usted.
Muchas gracias, señor. Ven.
Pretty good music.
Yeah.
Kid, you and me is friends, ain't we? You got with our Slim. You don't mind me saying you're in love with Carmelita, do you? Now, don't get hurrying. There's something you was to learn before long, but I'm telling you now. We're taking a run on the state bank tonight. Well, that's better than sitting under this tree doing nothing. Well, that isn't all. There's something considerable more important. I just heard Rawhide a-flaming you again. He tells him he won't ride tonight if you go along. Then they start arguing, and Rawhide starts talking about you and Carmelita. I can't guess it all, but I guess that Rawhide's a sickness so you and her meet tonight and prove what he always knows, that you young'uns are 11. Then the yellow rattler asks, if such happened, would you ride? Well, the boss says no. You finish your riding right there. So, Madden, just be careful, like, son. I ain't forgetting what you've done for me, Slim. And I reckon we're hobbled together from now on. That ain't nothing. You know, son, I've run into some pretty tough hombres in my day. But there ain't no centipede as poison as that Mckim. Take, for instance, that Sheriff Henderson. Now, don't get me wrong, because I ain't over fond of no sheriff. But this Bill Henderson has a reputation of getting on your trail.
And there ain't no end to that trail until he jerks a rope around your neck. He dogged Mckim for an exasperating spell, and Mckim figured to get him and get him proper. So as the next sheriff, and hearing about it, would ponder beforehand about picking up that trail. Well, Mckim gets his chance. He bores him in the back.
In the back?
Yeah. And we toss him across the border to the Los Tres Pesos and leave him there to rot. You know, son, I like getting to go easy-like and shooting that belongs to it. But I always regret that unnecessary killing. I'm telling you all this, because after tonight, I'm heading south.
What's the matter with you, Slim?
Just fed up. I don't want you to think that I'm a preaching, but you're young, and there's a trail you can take. If you're listening,
I'm listening.
You know, when you're riding in the breeze and the grass is green, and the green's gonna turn yellow. It's time you were changing pasture.
That reminds me of a blonde I met about a month ago. You know, I'm kind of partial to blondes, man. But a fellow likes a dark one now and then by way of variety. You know. Well, this time I get too much variety, and the neck takes it plenty hard. And I left town in a hurry.
I'll bet you do. You plays them all, huh, son?
Sure. Why not? Except when they get too serious, like. Take, for instance, Carmelita. That's why I laid off her. And the aggravating part was the way the boss kept riding me about her. Made me feel like a strayed cat. As if I'd get real serious over a mess.
That reminds me one time I was riding with an outfit, and we had a mixed trip. I put salt in the pie, and I was quite eat from then on. Well, that was plenty hard to say.
And raising your thighs, Sam. Well, I'm seeing you, looking at you for 10 more. That makes me look.
Where's Shorty?
And he went down to the barn. He'll be back in a minute.
Rawhide? Where's Smith?
I ain't responsible for that hombre no more.
Didn't I leave orders for all you men to come here and stay here? Now pile out of here. Fetch Shorty. Find Smith. We're riding pronto. You get me?
Doggone, I never had a full house in my life, but something didn't happen.
Carmelita. Carmelita.
You come to see me, Jimmy.
Carmelita, there's something I must tell you.
I know. You come to tell Carmelita. Carmelita, the Mexican.
I knew you didn't understand when I said...
Jimmy. Jimmy.
I'm beginning to get the drift. Go get the gang and surround the house. Underlay.
If he's in there, boss, we got him in a trap. Because I got the boys surrounding the house.
I knew you were out there tonight. When I spoke the hardest words I ever had to speak. Rita is when I've gone. And I hope it's not adios, mañana.
Behind me with love that won't change. She will wait till back in arms.
I'm getting as loco as you are.
Gonna say, and the moonlight is
Some drinks here for the gentleman and for the more beautiful senorita. La güera.
Where's the Mazuma for the last setup?
You know who I am? I am Pancho Gomez.
Pancho Gomez. If you're Pancho Gomez, I am the King of Ireland.
Come, give it.
Where would you like to have them served?
Well, he's plenty but man.
Parece que sí.
Very plenty but man. Here, that's for the drink. This is for you, gringo. Now you're
Ah! Great diablo.
Pancho Gomez.
Well, we drink to the place. Diablo.
Take 'em up.
Now, Gomez, drink. Drink to the Oklahoma Cyclone. Without any wind, all right. Drink.
He was only a lavender cowboy. The hairs on his chest were two. He wanted to follow the heroes and fight like the he-men do. He battled for Red Nellie's honor and cleaned out a hold-up name. He died with his 6 guns a-smoking, but only 2 hairs on his chest. Fiddly voice.
Now, Gomez, get going and keep riding.
Diablo, once we shall meet again.
And that'll be the end of your trail. Vamos, ándale. Everybody, up for a drink. How are you, Dominguez?
Hey, Mac. Who's the fast shooting kid you got with you?
He's a new boy riding with me tonight. And believe me, he showed me a new trick. We got away with a haul without even pulling a gun. Sort of unusual for me, ain't it?
I should hope so.
Well, you never get too old to learn, do you? Say, by the way, how's my friend the sheriff? Is he able to recognize visitors?
Sailing pretty fast.
Good. Hey, boys. Let's go upstairs for a minute. You better come along, too, kid. I think you'll like it. Well, well, well. My old friend. Sit up, Henderson, for a little formal introduction. Oklahoma, this is Sheriff Henderson, that great manhunter.
So you're one of those fellas that hide behind a star, are you?
Say, Henderson, I was afraid I wouldn't get to see you again before you croaked. Are you still hankering to jerk that rope around my neck? You know, Smith, I sunk some holes in him. It'll end his suffering when he gets weak enough, and it'll also go down in history as a little warning to the rest of them manhunters.
But you had to get him in the back. Mckim, you never had guts enough to stand up and shoot it out with me, man to man. But remember this, when I pass, there's be plenty more good fighting men. Take my place when I'm gone.
Dry up. You talk too much. Say, tell him about me, will you, Mac? And add that the next star packer has a standing invitation to fight it out with a Cyclone. Man to man.
Atta kid. Say, Henderson, we took your bags tonight and got haul enough to live in the peace and quietness while the sunflowers are growing over you.
Hey, kid, you got that mouth harp in your pocket?
Sure, Shorty.
Play on that funeral tune. I know Rawhide'll like it, even if the sheriff don't.
Come on, let's have a liquor up.
Them's my sentiments, Slim. By the way, Henderson, are you enjoying my hospitality?
Dad.
My boy. My boy. Cut my hand loose, man. Oh, that's much better. Oh. How did you get here, boy? How did you find me?
When I was at school, I learned of your capture by the Black Diablo, so I beat it for home. Accidentally, I found out that Santa Maria was becoming suddenly prosperous, so your deputy and I framed the character of the Oklahoma Cyclone, and Mckim fell for my line. I could have got him a dozen times, but I couldn't get to you without playing my hand out. So I waited 14 years until the night.
Oh, son, do you know what you're up against? Do you know the dirty brute that you're dealing with? He's the most merciless rat God ever put breath in.
Don't worry about me, Dad. Have you got a fighting chance?
Yes, I believe I have. But you must go, boy.
Go? When we go, we're going together, not at all. Buck up, Dad. Buck up. I left word with Carmelita, the Don's daughter. Right now she is riding for your deputy.
Take him up. Get him, boy. Slim, take those guns. You're ending your trail for good this time, kid. The only thing that chokes me is just how to make the end of that trail hell itself.
Easy for you to figure, you black-hearted devil, when a man is helpless.
Henderson, you give me an idea. I'm going to cut this son of yours to pieces with my bare fist. Rawhide, take him out of here. Folks, I'm now going to give you a little special entertainment.
Jimmy. Jimmy. Get up, Jimmy. Come on, boy. Get up. You've got to get up, Jim. Come on. That's it, boy. Come on, Jim.
Get my gun, Sonny. Get back, Rawhide. Well, Mckim, we've certainly enjoyed your little entertainment. But I think the next act will be by the sheriff with his famous rope. Hey, now, all of you.
Kid, you and me's friends, ain't we? Sure, Smee. I just wanted to say it again. You remember what I said about the green grass turning yellow? Well, I'm changing faster